Hey, aren't you Nagato? Long time no see. Shimomatsu, how long has it been? It really has been a while. Someone called out to me from behind, but I knew who it was right away. It was a familiar voice I used to hear every day. My name is Hiroki Nagato, 35 years old. The one who called out to me is Shimomatsu. We've been close friends since elementary, junior high, and high school for 12 years. But lately, we've both been busy, and even though we use the same station, we haven't seen each other for a few years. Still taking pictures of buildings, I see. I can't relax unless I do. By the way, Nagato, have you got a girlfriend? I haven't had one for 5 years now. Same here. I don't have any chances to meet anyone. Lately, I've been especially busy with the upcoming completion of a new project, and I've even forgotten that I haven't met any women. But it was surprising that even Shimomatsu, who graduated from Japan's most prestigious tea university, has no luck with women. Well, I have a group blind date this weekend. Would you like to come? Some girls from my university are bringing their friends. You know I'm not good at those kind of things. Don't say that, please. The guy who was originally supposed to go had to go on a business trip suddenly. I see. But I feel intimidated by someone like you who went to a top university. It's fate that we met here. Think of it as helping a friend in need. We don't have enough people. Okay, I'll go. So raise your head. So, for the sake of my friend Shimomatsu, I reluctantly decided to participate in the group blind date. One man and one woman were absent, and it ended up being 2-on-2. Sorry I'm late. Madoka, long time no see. This is Madoka Mine. This is my close friend, Hiroki Nagato.
It's been a while, Shimomatsu-senpai. Nagato-san, nice to meet you. This is my former colleague, Yuzuki Aragasaki.
I'm Nagato. Nice to meet you.
I'm Yuzuki. Nice to meet you.
Cheers! Lately, I've been spending my nights drinking canned beer in front of my computer at home. It's been a while since I've met people and had drinks outside like this. I wasn't really looking forward to the group blind date, but thanks to Shimomatsu and Madoka talking a lot, I was able to relax quickly. I met Madoka at a welcome party from new students who were alumni of the tennis club. Back then, she was really like a girl from the countryside.
Well, I couldn't help it. I had just moved to Tokyo. Senpai, please forget about the past.
Shimomatsu and Madoka seemed to be really close, but as for her friend, Yuzuki, rather than enjoying herself, Yuzuki gave Shimomatsu and Madoka a cold look, and then she stared at me as if she were sizing me up.
This isn't a reunion, so it's annoying when you two are the only ones having fun.
Well, I guess it can't be helped if they're talking about old times, since it's been a while since they've seen each other.
I came because Madoka said she'd introduce me to a senior from T University. Nagato-san, was it? Where did you graduate from?
Well, I graduated from high school and started working, and then I went to a correspondence university because of my qualifications.
Huh? Correspondence?
Since I was working, I could only go to a correspondence school.
Correspondence? There's no strict entrance exam, just document screening and an interview, right? Can you even call that a university graduate? I couldn't get into T University, but I went to K University. It's embarrassing to have a lower educational background than a woman. Let me tell you, I didn't decide that academic background is important. The world decided it. At my father's company where I work now, of course, there are only excellent university graduates. Correspondence school is out of the question.
I could have predicted this kind of development, and I'm already used to it. It's true that the world values academic background, and I have no intention of arguing.
Yuzuki, what are you saying? That's rude, isn't it? What? What's wrong with telling the truth?
Even if you're Madoka's friend, I can't overlook that kind of remark. Academic background isn't everything, and Nagato has his own circumstances. It's okay, Shimomatsu. I made my decision.
See? You can't even argue. That's what happens when you're an uneducated man who ran away from tough entrance exams. It's not my fault.
The awkward atmosphere couldn't be easily restored, and the group blind date ended up disbanding. Sorry about that. I didn't think Madoka would bring a woman like that. No, Madoka defended me. I'm used to people talking about my education, so don't worry about it. Even so, that woman Yuzuki doesn't even know the circumstances. Then, I heard footsteps running after us from behind.
Senpai, Nagato-san, please wait.
When I looked back, there was Madoka, out of breath. Madoka said she really wanted to apologize, so I suggested we go for another drink, just the three of us, at a different place.
I'm really sorry for what my friend said earlier. It was rude.
It's okay, I don't mind. Did you go out of your way to chase after us just for that?
Yes, I couldn't just go home like that. Yuzuki and I were colleagues at my previous company, a construction company run by her father.
According to Madoka, she couldn't keep up with Yuzuki's excessive pride and had lost touch with her after changing jobs. But recently, Yuzuki kept contacting her to introduce her to a man who graduated from T University, so she reluctantly set up today's group blind date.
I thought she would have calmed down a bit since it's been a while since I've seen her, but she's gotten even more arrogant. I'm really sorry.
So that's what happened. Madoka, I thought you might have thought that I like that kind of woman. Maybe she's not so bad? Hey, Nagato! Come outside for a sec! After that, by talking slowly, I got to know Madoka's personality. After quitting the construction company, she works for a travel agency, and also participates in local environmental protection activities. I gradually became attracted to Madoka. Meanwhile, Yuzuki, who had said whatever she wanted to me, was reporting on the drinking party to her father at home.
Listen, Dad. At the T University alumni mixer today, there was a guy who graduated from a correspondence university. It was awful.
Correspondence? A man's worth is based on how much he earns. A correspondence university graduate probably doesn't have a decent job.
I'm sure of it, but don't worry. I wouldn't get involved with a low-educated man.
But there are exceptions, like the architectural designer Nagato. There's a ceremony coming up. Let's go together.
Nagato? That's the same name as the guy from earlier. Well, it's a coincidence, I guess. It's nothing to worry about.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. We're about to begin the opening ceremony for the new art museum, themed around coexistence with nature.
1 month later, Mr. Arakasegi and his daughter were at an art museum. A large number of invited guests were gathered there.
Wow, there are a lot of people. Is this museum that popular?
It's a collaboration between an up-and-coming designer and 5 major construction companies. We're barely managing to get a small part of the exterior work.
It's amazing that you were even able to get involved, Dad. It'll improve the company's image.
That's right. Even if it doesn't bring in much money, we have to do these kinds of showy jobs.
Now let's welcome Mr. Hiroki Nagato, the designer of this museum.
Huh? No way!
That's the Hiroki Nagato I was talking about the other day.
How can this be? He's a correspondence university graduate, but he's such a famous architectural designer.
If our company could get a direct contract with Mr. Nagato's office, we would make an unbelievable amount of money.
Mr. Nagato, thank you for your hard work. Coexistence with nature. That was a great speech.
Thank you. I plan to further accelerate the theme of coexistence with nature in the future.
Was there something that inspired you?
Yes, I had a good encounter recently. I'd always considered myself more aware of the various impacts of architecture on the natural environment than other designers. That feeling was being further amplified by my recent encounter with Madoka. Mr. Nagato, nice to meet you. I'm Arakasegi, president of Arakasegi Construction. I wanted to greet you. Ah, you're the president of Arakasugi Construction. Oh, you know about my company? That's an honor. Of course, you're a famous construction company. Your daughter's name is Yuzuki, right? I happened to meet her the other day. What? Why didn't she tell me such an important thing? Hey, Yuzuki, come here! Called by her father, Yuzuki appeared from the crowd. She looked a little pale and extremely awkward.
Well, I'm Yuzuki. My father is very grateful for your work.
Don't be so formal. We've had drinks together, haven't we? Well, I wasn't aware of such a relationship. I'm so sorry. Hey, Yuzuki, greet him properly. Hey, where are you going? Perhaps because she felt too uncomfortable, Yuzuki ran away from the scene. A few days after the mixer, I came to have lunch with Madoka, whom I had been seeing frequently.
Wow, so that's what happened at the museum ceremony.
I might have been a bit too sarcastic.
But just a little, right? It wasn't enough. It's outrageous to be called uneducated without knowing the circumstances.
Only university graduates are eligible to take the first-class architect exam, and since I started working at my father's architectural firm, correspondence school was my only option.
The prejudice against correspondence university graduates never goes away. But it's amazing that you studied while working and passed the first-class architect exam.
Thank you. So you said on the phone that you had something to discuss today. I'll listen if you'd like.
About that, it's actually about Aragasaki construction.
I listened to Madoka talk about the hidden circumstances of her former workplace, Arakasugi Construction, and a certain incident that had occurred recently. At first, I intended to just listen to Madoka's worries, but the content was far from something I could overlook. For Madoka, who tearfully told me the truth, I promised to help her. Meanwhile, a heated argument was taking place between father and daughter in the living room of the Arakasugi house. Why didn't you tell me you met Mr. Nagato? And what's with running away like that?
It's not my fault. It's your fault, Dad. You taught me that academic background is everything, so it's been ingrained in me.
I told you there are exceptions. You didn't say anything rude to Mr. Nagato, did you?
I did. I said it was embarrassing to have a low education. It couldn't be helped. I didn't know he was a famous architect at the time.
What have you done?
Well, see? He didn't seem to mind it much. It's okay.
Don't you understand that Mr. Nagato was just being mature about it? Wait a minute. The fact that he wasn't unkind to Yuzuki after her blunder means there might be a chance. Yuzuki, you don't have any prejudice against Mr. Nagato now, do you? What do you think of him as a man?
Well, he's such a famous person, and he must have a lot of money. I'd practically beg him.
Alright, let's proceed with the marriage proposal.
A marriage proposal? That's a bit sudden.
It's the perfect marriage of convenience for our company, and Yuzuki herself doesn't think he's a bad match. It's a win-win situation.
That may be so, but I wonder if he'll accept.
Don't underestimate my negotiation skills. I've built this company from the ground up. I'll definitely make this marriage proposal happen.
Really? The wife of a top-class architect? I like it. Dad, do your best.
2 months later, Mr. Arakasugi and his daughter visited a certain rural town.
It's cold, even though it's spring. Where is this place? Dad, is this really the designated spot?
Mr. Nagato agreed to the marriage proposal. We have to go wherever he says.
Even so, it doesn't make sense to designate such a rural area as a meeting place.
I wonder why this place too. But don't complain. You have to put up with anything until we are officially married.
I know that. Wow, look at the distant mountains. They're still covered in snow.
They really are. No wonder it's cold. Yuzuki, do you have any connection to this countryside?
Of course not. Do you?
No, I don't think so. But what kind of surprise is Mr. Nagato planning? We've arrived!
Huh? Here? There are a lot of people gathered.
What's all the commotion?
Huh? Everyone's glaring at us. Why? Is it my imagination?
It's not your imagination. The residents of this town have been waiting for the people from Arakasuki Construction. I stepped forward, representing the gathered residents. Welcome. You must be tired from your long journey. Mr. Nagato, what is the meaning of this? Does the scenery look familiar to you? Well, it looks familiar, but I'm not sure. The slope of that mountain over there used to be a thriving ski resort. It certainly was a ski resort, but I don't ski, so I don't really know where. The parts still covered in white snow are where the slopes used to be. Yes, and? Look closely. Do you see anything under the snow? That's... Oh, I remember now. Our company might have installed those. That's right. Thousands of solar panels have been installed on the vast, treeless slope. Is there a problem with that? There are many cases where closed ski resorts and golf courses are turned into mega solar farms. There may be some effective reuse examples, but you see, this is a snowy region that's cold even in spring. So what? Cold regions need eco-friendly power. Mega solar is perfect, isn't it? The problem is that the president has such limited knowledge. Snow accumulates and becomes incredibly heavy. Look closely at the panels. What are you trying to say? Yes, they're tilting, because they can't withstand the weight of the snow. Even if they weren't collapsing, they wouldn't function with snow piled on them. Moreover, considering the short daylight hours in this region during winter, it was reckless to build a mega solar farm in the first place. That was the decision of the person in charge at the time. You gave the go-ahead, and don't you forget that there was an employee in your company who strongly opposed this construction. Well, unfortunately, I don't remember that.
There's no way you don't remember.
Madoka, who had been hidden in the crowd, stepped forward, raising her voice. She glared at the president with a sharp look I had never seen before.
President, it's been a while. I'm Mine Madoka. I won't let you say you've forgotten.
You're the mastermind behind this grand performance, dragging even Mr. Nagato in it.
That's right. This is my hometown where I was born and raised. I've known everyone gathered here since we were children. It's a fact that the ski resort, which was the lifeline of this rural town with no tourism, closed down, and everyone was almost left with nothing back then. But I strongly opposed the company's policy because building a mega solar farm on a snowy slope is too dangerous. Do you remember?
Well, did something like that happen?
I appealed directly to you, President, many times, but you wouldn't listen, so I submitted my resignation.
The collapse is just a consequence. It makes no sense for an employee of our company, who stands to profit, to oppose it.
I wouldn't have opposed it if the company had taken full responsibility until the end, but after the installation, you completely abandoned the management to another company. It's too irresponsible to make a huge profit from the installation fee of the solar panels and then pretend you don't know anything about what happens afterward.
Grr.
We could have reforested the former ski resort site and returned it to its natural state, but now we also need to remove the panel equipment. The hurdles have been raised. Moreover, the management company you designated is out of contact and has disappeared. How do you intend to take responsibility for this environmental destruction?
I've thoroughly investigated your company. You're buying up abandoned ski resorts, aren't you? It looks like you're the savior of the struggling snow mountain industry. But in reality, you're buying up mountain slopes cheaply, building mega solar farms, and planning to escape before they collapse, right? No such thing. What evidence do you have? This is troubling. I can't be slandered based on speculation. Madoka and the residents here are witnesses. I'll have the media report on this extensively, and I'm recording this conversation right now. The president visibly flinched and fell silent. The words media and recordings seemed to have hit him hard, and he finally gave up. I apologize for luring him here under the pretense of a marriage proposal, but I needed to show the person involved this disastrous situation.
Oh, wait a minute. The reckless mega solar project here was Dad's decision. It has nothing to do with me, right?
Unfortunately, it's not very convincing, coming from someone who was scheduled to become a director of a mega solar company that pretended to revitalize ski resorts.
You've investigated that much?
Environmental destruction for the sake of profit is unforgivable. Be prepared. Your company will be banned from any work I'm involved in from now on.
No way!
As if realizing the possibility of being excluded from the construction industry, both Yuzuki and her father collapsed to their knees. Later, Arakasugi Construction, which had been reported to have ignored environmental destruction and continued unfair construction practices, fell into a management crisis. They desperately tried to defend themselves, but perhaps due to their past arrogance, no company came to their rescue, and they had to close down their business. Only a large amount of compensation remained, and the father would be chasing after it for the rest of his life. As for the daughter, maybe there's still a chance for her to change her ways. Meanwhile, I was taking pictures of the magnificent cherry blossom trees in full bloom in Madoka's hometown, which had finally reached full bloom in May.
You always take pictures of buildings for study, but today is cherry blossoms, Hiroki.
Madoka-san, no, Madoka and I naturally started dating, and we stopped using honorifics and started calling each other by our first names. I've never seen such beautiful cherry blossom trees before. I want to incorporate these beautiful cherry blossoms into my next architectural design.
Wonderful! Then, so as not to spoil Hiroki's image, I have to work hard to protect this beautiful nature.
New buildings can sometimes destroy the existing nature and the lives of the people who live there. How can we coexist? That's probably not something you can learn from studying. That's right, it's certainly a meritocratic society, but being able to study isn't everything. Rather, because of that, it's easy for a character to remain immature, and shouldn't we place more importance on it?
Sorry, I stole your girlfriend, senpai.
Karasuyo, good job today. Wanna go grab drinks?
Huh? My name is Toya Karasuyo. I'm 28 years old, working as a car sales rep. Hey, senpai. You're thinking something gloomy again, aren't you? Don't make that damp face. Huh? Yeah. This is how my face always looks. Gloomy, negative, quiet. Those pretty much sum me up. Toya Karasuyo. When I first got assigned to sales, I really wondered what the company was thinking. But work is work. Even as a gloomy guy, here I am, 6 years into the job. Seriously? It's fine since there are no customers right now, but if you keep that face, our reputation will tank. Living life positively is the best. I just don't get why you insist on being so gloomy. This guy who's been sniping at me is Hairi Nezumio. Despite his attitude, he's technically my junior. It's not like I'm insisting on it, I was just born this way. From endlessly positive Hairi's perspective, a guy like me must be completely incomprehensible. And then... Why is this gloomy guy rated higher than me, with better sales numbers? Yeah, you're probably thinking that right now. You've been glaring non-stop. Even someone like me takes work seriously. I told myself making excuses because I'm gloomy only flies in the first year. I've pushed myself hard to get this far. Thanks to that, I handle customers just fine. But when someone says we need to talk, odds are it's bad, right? Did I mess something up? Or is it a breakup? It's driving me crazy. We need to talk. That phrase should be erased from this world.
Hey, Karasuyo? You okay? You're kinda chanting to yourself.
I, Toya Karasuyo, was told by my girlfriend this morning I need to talk after work. And, well, here we are. I'm clearly speaking under my breath, but to everyone else, apparently, I sound like I'm reciting sutras. Even my coworkers worried. Akane-san, you should just leave him be. We can't understand him anyway. Sorry, it's nothing. I'll take my break now. Sorry to keep you waiting, Hiyori-san.
Toya-san?
This is Hiyori Kikuno. She's my junior at work, and, unbelievably, also my girlfriend. No matter how many times I see her, she's way too cute for someone like me. For a gloomy guy like me, having such a cute girlfriend still feels like a dream. 4 years ago, I became Hiyori's trainer when she joined fresh out of college. I'm gloomy, barely speak, and not exactly exciting. Yet, she confessed to me.
I like you. Please go out with me.
Huh? With me? Turns out, Hiyori wasn't great at talking to people either. That she found the courage to tell me meant more than I can put into words. And now, after work, she's called me out saying she has something to talk about. No wonder I was restless all day. Hiyori-san, what did you want to talk about?
Toya-san, I'm sorry. Please, let's break up.
Huh? What did you just say? My brain can't keep up. It's like the world just warped. Am I even standing right now? Why? Did I do something? My voice trembles. Please, let this be a joke. Please tell me this isn't real. But her face stays downcast.
It's because...
I'm so shocked. No words come out. My brain flat out refuses to process what's happening. I force my frozen mind to move, trying to get words out when... Sorry, I stole your girlfriend, senpai. And there appears my annoying junior, Hairi Nezumio. He's Hiyori's coworker too. Huh? Hairi? Stole her? What do you mean? Just what it sounds like. Turns out she thinks I'm better than you, senpai. Tough break, huh? Apparently, Hairi had pushed hard, and Hiyori gave in and ended up sleeping with him. Well, gloomy senpai's just not right for Hiyori, you know? Just give her up quietly, okay? He's probably right. I always knew it was a miracle someone like me was dating Hiyori. I get that. And just like that, Hiyori left with Hairi, walking away from me. She gave in because he pushed hard, huh? Yeah. Hearing that, even I can't hang on anymore. I couldn't move for a while, but staying there wouldn't change anything. No, there's no point thinking about this anymore. Today, I'm doubling my usual routine. I'm gloomy and quiet, my only real hobby is working out. I got hooked because when I'm training, I don't have to think. Of course, no matter how much I built muscle, my gloomy personality never changed. Morning. The next day, I forced myself to work, though I really didn't want to go. Even after doubling my workout, my mood hadn't lifted. Yeah, one night's not enough to fix this. I kept sighing. I told myself it's pointless to dwell and tried to prep for work when... Morning, everybody. Man, it's such an awesome day today. Feels amazing. From behind, I hear the last voice I want to hear right now. I glance that way and see Hiyori, head lowered. It's really over, huh? Hiyori doesn't even glance at me. The girl who always smiled when her eyes met is gone. I focused on my work, doing my best not to look their way. I'm so drained. Days like this, I gotta hit the gym. After a hellish, exhausting day, I was more stressed than ever. Just as I was thinking about working out to sweat it out.
Karasuyo, good job today. Wanna go grab drinks?
Huh? My coworker and peer, Akane Sango, suddenly called out to me. I froze in surprise at the completely unexpected offer.
Hey, Akane, didn't we agree no sneaking off?
Mizuki-san? Hisui-san? And now, even my juniors, Sora Mizuki and Wakaba Hisui, are joining in. What the hell's going on?
Oops, guess I got caught. Of course you did. Like we'd let Akane have you all to herself. She said she was just going to call you over, but inviting you for drinks? Totally not okay. Not okay? I'm just inviting my downcast coworker to cheer him up. Well, I want to cheer up my totally drained senpai too. Toya senpai, let's sneak off for drinks now. Wakaba! You caught me.
No. Gorgeous girls crowding around a guy like me? Impossible. It's more likely for spears to rain from the sky. Something's off. This is scary. Even the sun would be freaking out. Okay, time for a workout. Thanks for today. I'll head out now.
Huh? Hey, Karasuyo?
I tried to slip away, but they wouldn't let me go. And I ended up getting dragged along. Damn it, why that gloomy guy? How did I end up in this situation? Someone, explain, please. Why me? Did I do something? Whatever, I'll just make an excuse and leave right away. Welcome. Do you have a reservation?
4 under Sango.
Magnificent biceps. Not just the triceps. Even the forearms are perfectly trained. This is a true sculptural beauty. Beyond amazing. It's art. My muscles are still so immature. How did you train those? Oh.
Is this macho owner getting intimidated by senpai? So the rumor about Karasuyo's weightlifting hobby was true.
Barely sat down and they were already teasing me. I wanted to crawl into a hole.
Part of why we invited you was to get to know you better, Karasuyo-senpai. I'm really happy to see this side of you. Yeah, when we start dating, please be my personal trainer.
When I muttered, please don't joke, the three of them laughed brightly. I decided to ask what had been on my mind. Hey, what's with the sudden passionate approaches from you three?
So you realized it was flirting, huh?
Hard to believe, though. Why me? There are tons of better guys.
It's not like anyone would do. Karasuyu-senpai, you didn't deny what you couldn't do. Maybe that's why.
Huh?
The three of us were all saved by you, senpai. I can't drink, and at the welcome party I felt like I had to.
If you can't drink, no need to force it. I only drink oolong tea anyway.
Then you handed me yours. You really saved me. I've always had a stiff face and been bad at talking to people, but...
Do you need something? If I did something wrong, just tell me and I'll apologize.
You noticed and reached out. That gave me a chance to open up. When I got teased for always eating convenience store meals because I can't cook.
Is there something wrong with not being able to cook? I can't either. Wow. Sorry about that?
Yeah, you really saved me back then.
What the heck? I don't remember any of this.
I think it was probably unconscious. You never made a big deal out of it, and that's what saved us. Yes. People who can do that naturally are rare. We fell for you, Karasuyo-senpai, because you're you.
Up until now, I kept denying my gloomy self. I thought someone like me couldn't help anyone or be loved. But these three didn't care about my gloominess. They saw me and fell for me. But after that, the dinner turned into a praise Karasuyo party, and I couldn't stand it. That's when a sign caught my eye. 20 pull-ups equals half off bill? Boss, let me try that. Oh, fired up, huh? But with that slim build. Whoa!
Whoa!
And so, that night's dinner ended with pull-ups. Afterward, we split up normally, and I walked home, face still burning. A few days later, time really is amazing. It had started to heal my heart little by little. Yes, Karasuyo speaking. Fujiwara-san. Thank you for calling. What can I do for you? A few hours passed, and I threw myself into work to distract myself. I was now on a customer call. Okay, I'll book your service appointment. What date works for you? Karasuyo-senpai, the manager's calling. Head to the meeting room now. Huh? Fujiwara-san, I'm so sorry. Could you hold on a moment? Sorry, I'm on the phone. Tell the manager I'll come when I'm done. He said now. Something only you can handle, apparently. I'll book it for you. Hello? This is Nezumio. I wanted to handle it myself, but Hairi forcibly took over the phone. At that point, I had no choice. I decided to head to the manager, but... the manager wasn't even calling me? I went to the meeting room, but it was empty. When I asked the manager, he said he hadn't called me. And then, the next day... Okay, add heated seats. As I was placing an order for the new car I'd sold... Senpai, the manager's calling again. This is way past deja vu. Hey, yesterday you told me that too, and it was a mistake. Are you trying to mess with me? You are, right? If so, then Thanks to my gloomy nature, I was more wary of him than ever. I couldn't trust him easily. What are you talking about? It's true. Doubting your junior, huh? Classic gloomy senpai. Still bitter about losing your girlfriend? If the manager really was calling, I couldn't ignore it, so reluctantly I hit it over. But damn, not called again. Ha, senpai, you didn't finish the new car order, so I took care of it for you. Thanks. No problem. Hyrie gave a shady grin and walked off. It's too much trouble to confront him. I just decided to focus on doing my own work.
Hey! Karasuyo! Come out drinking with just me today. No, today's supposed to be with just me, right, Karasuyo-senpai? Jeez, you two are way too aggressive. You're gonna freak Senpai out. Senpai, come with me, okay?
About 2 months have passed since that dinner. These three have been heating up their approaches more and more each day. Then, Hyrie, who had been jittering at his desk all day, came over looking annoyed. Why the hell are our three beauties all crowding around gloomy senpai? Seems like he's pretty pissed that I'm surrounded by them.
Huh? You weren't invited. Shoo shoo.
Even you, Sango-senpai? Why?
Why? Because we like him, obviously.
Like? Someone gloomy like him? Impossible. In fact, Karasuyo-san's been screwing up constantly lately. Like with that service appointment, or the cars we just delivered, there had to be complaints. There haven't been any complaints at all. Huh? No way. The appointment dates were full, and the new car options. Appointments and options? Oh, that. For Fujiwara-san's service appointment, she always avoids the second and fourth Saturdays because of work. This time there was a reservation on the second Saturday, so I checked with her and rescheduled it to the next one. As for the car options, even though you said you placed the order, I was worried something might have been missed, so I double-checked. Turns out the requested options weren't included, so I corrected it, and the car arrived just as the contract specified. Yeah, I'd had to leave tasks to Hyrie a few times, but I never skipped double-checking everything. Why would you do that? Why? Because it looked like you were trying to trick me, so I figured better safe than sorry, that's all. You know this, right? I'm gloomy, and I tend to think negatively. So for me, suspecting your shady behavior is just normal. Huh? You gotta be kidding. That ruins all my plans. Hyrie shouted in frustration, then suddenly realized what he'd blurted out, but it was already too late.
Wow, you really just confessed it yourself. You're even dumber than I thought. You do know, right, that security cameras would catch your little stunts instantly? If you didn't realize that, it's not optimism. It's just plain stupid. No doubt. I think people like you are called fools, right?
Fools. Words stabbed into Hyrie from 3 directions, and he was barely able to keep standing. Then, as if snapping, he started shouting. It's not my fault. I've been so pissed off this whole time. A gloomy, negative guy like him, being admired and respected by everyone? I just wanted to prove that I was better, that I'm the superior man. Yeah, I knew. I knew you hated me and were out to get me, so it's nothing new. I really never cared. Like you said, I'm gloomy after all. But no matter how gloomy or negative I am, I have to be sincere with customers. That's why I never skip checks and always face people honestly. If I hadn't caught your schemes, I would have damaged the company's reputation. My gloominess isn't something that changes easily, but because of it, I can be more cautious than most. Seeing the three women so angry on my behalf had lightened my heart just a little. Anyway, after we somehow wrapped up the day, the three of them walked me out of the office.
Toya-san!
Hiyori-san. There stood Hairi and Hiyori. It was the first time Hiyori had spoken to me since we broke up, and I instinctively tensed up.
Lately, you've been getting along well with Akane-san and the others, huh?
Well, I guess. They've been really kind, looking out for someone like me.
Do you not love me anymore?
Huh? Hey, Hiyori, why are you asking that? You already chose to be with me, didn't you? The situation was on the verge of turning into a full-blown love triangle mess. My mind went completely blank. What is happening?
Because I still love Toya-san more.
What?
Heidi was pushy and, well, I just kind of got swept along.
Yeah, you've gotta be kidding. Didn't you choose me as the result of all that?
No, I still love Toya-san, and I regret getting involved with you.
Hiyori's words left Hairi trembling. Even as his rival, I almost pitied him.
Toya-san, I'm really sorry. I hurt you so much. You may not forgive me, but even so, I still love you.
I could tell she meant it from the heart. I'd been with her, I knew, but I really loved you, Hiyori-san. I tried my best to show you how I felt. But as a gloomy guy, maybe I wasn't good at expressing it. I'm sorry.
No, that's not. I understood.
But I'm sorry. I have no intention of getting back together. No matter the reason, you didn't talk to me. You gave in to his pressure and slept with someone else.
Toya-san, no!
As Hiyori-san tearfully watched my back, the three women who had been silently observing spoke up.
Hiyori-chan, if you loved him so much that you're crying like this, why did you let someone else's words sway you into doing that? Yeah, we've been rooting for you two all this time, even hiding how he felt about Senpai. But if you're going to hurt him, that's another story. We won't hold back, and we're not handing him over anymore.
These three had been supporting us all along, despite their own feelings. Hiyori had no words left to argue. Then... Hey, Hiyori, why? Why are you still clinging to that gloomy guy? I'm clearly the better man. This humiliation.
Stop! Hey you, let go of her.
He must have grabbed her arm too hard. She cried out in pain. At that moment, hurting a girl isn't about being gloomy or cheerful. It's just wrong. I grabbed Hairi's hand off Hiyori and pulled it away. When it came to strength, I wasn't someone he could beat. Ow, 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 ow! Damn it! What's with this brute strength? After that, maybe completely rattled, he ran off like he was fleeing. As for what happened to Hairi later, when he heard Hiyori tell me she loved me, not him, he was left dumbfounded and deflated. Hiyori, no way! And because his misconduct had become a trust issue, he was formally disciplined. Damn, I can't believe that guy actually got promoted. With my reputation even further boosted by the whole incident, I was promoted. Before long, Hairi resigned. And Hiyori, who had fallen into Hayari's scheme, soon quietly left the company as well. I heard from other employees that she gave Hayari a proper goodbye and was returning to her family home.
Toya-san, I'm sorry. I want to become someone who won't just get swept along by others' opinions anymore.
That apology will never reach me, but all I can do is hope she finds happiness. In her heart, the image of me stepping up to protect her will probably stay for a long time. Sango-san, Mizuki-san, Isui-san, thank you so much for everything.
It's fine. You've helped us plenty too, you know? Right, girls?
The other two nodded at Sango's words. I felt genuinely grateful to have met such good people. Will the future of a gloomy guy like me really be dark? I still don't know. So, at the very least, I want to keep living sincerely, without ever trying to drag others down.
So, have you decided who you're going to date?
The dazzling future waiting for someone like me, almost too bright to believe, was just around the corner.